Hey everyone, here we go with another video. Did these about a week ago, and we just did an acrylic infill with gel polish application, so super simple. Right now I am removing the old gel polish design. She had a little bit of chipping on this one, and it's just a gel polish, so it comes off super smooth. I'm using my Light Elegance Speedy bit, which is my favorite bit for removing gel polish from acrylic. It's just so fast and just super clean, and it's also strong enough that it can get the lifting and everything off of the acrylic as well. So it's a really great bit. You can get that at lightelegance.com. And I will just let you watch the prep a little bit. Since it is just an infill, I left some of the prep and how I remove the old design and everything in here. So I'll just go ahead and let you watch. She does still have some old acrylic on from her old nail tech. This is only the second time she's come to me, so she's had a little bit of my product on there, but it had some old product on there. That white is from another tech, so we're just kind of helping it thin it down each time and letting it grow out. We don't want to cause any damage to the nail, so I don't want to buzz it all the way down to her natural nail, so I'm just kind of letting it grow. Being super careful around the cuticles, not to touch them. Filing behind any lifting there might be so that it will just flake right off. And this is the Erica's Skyver bit. You can get this, I got it from Glitter and Bliss down in Provo. So I guess they're in Saratoga Springs now, I think. But glitterandbliss.com is where I got this one. It's my favorite prep bit. It just takes off the cuticle so nicely, preps that natural nail, pulls off any minor little bit of lifting that might be left of the acrylic, and it's just super smooth. I love it. Makes it easy. We're on to the acrylic application. I've already primed all of the nails. I use Light Elegance Vita Prime. It's an acid primer for underneath the acrylic, and I'm using CJP Cherry Blossom for the fill, and I'm using my Liz Guild brush, which is absolutely amazing, and it sucks that it's out of stock right now, but it's seriously the best acrylic brush I've had. I love CJP and the whole line. They're amazing. Just throw in some acrylic in the back there. Super easy and fast. That one was a little bit too wet. But, you know, we roll with it. Haven't done any of the shortening or shaping or anything yet, just because I feel like it's easier to just do that at the end. I know instead of filing twice, I feel like it's easier to just file once at the end. So we'll just take off the length that she wants to take off and reshape them all the way at the end. And right on to the filing now. I only kind of did one hand of each thing just because it's all the same on all 10 fingers. So here I'm just filing in the shape, taking down the bulk of the sidewalls and then around the cuticle. Just being super careful not to snag that cuticle, but making sure it's not touching the skin at all so we don't get any lifting. Also want to file the bulk of the nail just to make sure it's all smooth, make sure the apex is in the right place, and all of that. And this is like way sped up. I definitely don't file this fast. Can we just like take a minute and marvel at this girl's amazing wedding ring? I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. It's so pretty. Just trying to get all the nails to the same shape and same length and smooth application on top. Clean them all off, just using some Light Elegance cleanser and a plastic manicure brush. I always use this kind of brush just to make sure that I can sanitize it. She asked for some gold leaf on 2 of the nails, so I'm just breaking up a little bit of that so that I've got some pieces of it. And then going in with the polish application, I'm using Crystal Nails Crystal-Lac color, and I will put the color name, color number, they use numbers, in the description box so you can find this green. It's such a pretty green. It's almost like an army green. I love it. Just being super careful around the cuticles. You don't want all of your hard acrylic work to go all to pot just because your polish application isn't smooth. If you do touch the cuticle a little bit, just make sure you clean it off. You don't want your client leaving with paint all over their hands. Gel polish application doesn't have to be complicated. Just practice, and it gets easier. This is just the first coat. I do a second coat, but I didn't put that on film just because there was no point. And the video was already long, so I cut that part out. After the second coat is cured, I'm just wiping off the inhibition layer on that ring finger. I'm just going to put a base layer of gelish foundation just to have something sticky for the foils to stick to. I could have just put it right on the inhibition layer of the green, but because it is going to be green, I didn't want to dull the shine of the gold by potentially getting some of that green inhibition layer onto them. So I just put a quick layer of gelish foundation just to give it something sticky to stick to. And then we're going to cure that. Same thing on the other hand. Just picking up some random pieces, and she wanted them kind of closer to the cuticle area, so kind of in sort of a fade down, more like just on half the nail though. Just kind of pressing them around, making sure they're distinguishable, but still in kind of a flowy little pattern. Cured that, and then I'm going to top coat all the nails. And I'm using Light Elegance Super Shiny, which is my favorite top coat. I love it, and it's like almost empty, so I'm using our amazing bottle tipper. Can get that on our website, utnailnerd.com. It's one of our first products, one of the first things I asked my husband to 3D print for me. And after that, it just kind of blossomed into all of the awesome products that we have on there. So go ahead and check it out. We've got lots of really fun stuff for nail techs on there. I know it drives us crazy when we have to keep tipping the bottle over when it's running low, and this solves that problem, so it's awesome. And then I am going to add a second coat of top coat to just the ring fingers with the foil on them, just to help seal those foil pieces in just a little bit better. And then I'll throw some cuticle oil on them, and that's the finished video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!